All right. I just recorded a like a 20-minute long video and it didn't save. So as frustrating as that is, I guess I'm left with no other choice but to make another one. Do I really want to? But it doesn't matter what I want to do. I still have to upload because the main objective is document 365 days worth. See what it turns into. So we're on the Express now, past the Combine and the other two videos. This was the first initial trade of the day. Our targets were these three 15-minute gaps along the side right here. All three targets hit. Exited way too late, holding on to what we wanted to happen. Originally, once these 3 points got hit, I just moved to take profit down, which again, just holding it on for too long. So, whether it may be greed, I would figure it is a valid target, but again, I just have to look at what the market is telling me. So this trade was ended up being 1.5. We exited around here. So we had profit at 1.5k. This down here was around 2.3, 2.5. So as you can see, that's one of the main reasons I want to hold on to this. I want to go lower. But we could have ended off at 2.5 profit right here. Good first day. But you look back on trades, especially ones you messed up on, you're like, what was I thinking? These are one of those moments. And then as you can see, we got locked up in some noise right here. Originally, I was looking for shorts, which is correct. This is a good downtrend, but I was looking for the wrong shorts in a sense. So, ended up being my last trade. This will be all the noise right here. And then my last trade was about right here. Ended up being 1.7, pretty close to break even. I was down 1.7, as you can see. It's not what anybody would wish for, but to be open, honest, and transparent, because I'm really just documenting all of it. That was the conditions, the recap, the trades that went not how anybody would want, bad in a sense. And then my last trade that was good, but definitely not needed. So we could have ended the day one trade, 2.5 profit, but went on tilt. I was actually in the first trade for almost an hour, so 47 minutes. As you can see, 1.5, 1.4, and then tilt is right here. As you can see, 7 trades. I don't even want to say at least we managed to get it back. That's a terrible way to think about it, obviously. So, yeah. Firstly, on the Express, we're gonna take a lot of time reflecting. Time to just breathe and reflect, really. The weekend's coming up, so a lot to work on, a lot to reflect. But overall, I'm almost, I'm not really emotionally mad or regretful over this trading day. I'm not to that point. It's more so, okay, well, you're on the right track. It's just sometimes you go off track. Does that make sense? So this right here, very good, on the right track. After that, just be done. That's about it. There's not much more else I need to work on. Clearly, it's not the system at this point. Clearly, the system shows for itself, but it's what comes after that. That's my probably the biggest flaw. I mean, 7 trades fired. Was it? 7 trades. 2 out of those 7 were green trades. So if we're taking an average, 2 times out of 7, when bad psychology enters, we hit green. That's not good, obviously. Nobody's proud of that. So we got a lot of work to work on. And all we can really do in this is take it and learn from it and be the better trader for tomorrow. Trade for tomorrow. Don't get too caught up over your losses. Obviously, learn, pay attention, and take it serious. I don't really get excited about wins. I pay attention to my losses so much to the point where I just want to be at such a learning point from my losses, which has gotten really good so far. But as you saw from the last video, that's kind of where I saw psychology slips, or the last video before that, it was. That's where I started seeing this psychology flip. And I was going to be done trading all week. But depending on what the setup and market was looking like today, which defined if I was going to trade today. So I thought it was pretty good. It would have been very good. 2.5 on the first day. Express, really taking a turn. But it's almost, you can't think in terms like that, obviously. So I'm going to take this as learning time to reflect, and just relax, you know? Just relax, not try to rush it. Just relax, enjoy it, almost. But this is October 9th, 2025's recap. Full, transparent, honest recap. Did I even want to show losses? I mean, definitely not. Nobody does, right? Who wants to say openly, I lost because of this? Probably no one. I don't blame them. But as documenting, I need to be open and honest, transparent as I can be. You know, I lost today. I would have won. Would have had an amazing first trade. Would have taken one trade, be done within what? Pretty quick. Almost an hour of trading, be done. But turned into almost 3 hours. So from this, we got a lot of journaling and reviewing to do and learning. But it's almost, you can't let your losses affect my whole entire week after this and the way I'm going to think. Because that's kind of where you start tripping up even more and getting in your head. Like even during this, price went up to here. I entered about right here. But I was pretty confident. I stayed pretty calm. This right here was my sign of exiting on the 5-minute right here. This is one of my signs of reversals. And even on the 1-minute, this right here, a candle like this is my sign of exiting. I chose to stay in, and I reap the consequences for it. But tomorrow, this next week, over the weekend, we're going to review, get better, obviously. Come in definitely with the better mindset. Also document it. But yes, nonetheless, October 9th recap and transparency.